A little while ago, I found myself really struggling to keep up with the news, and I hate being out of the loop with what's going on in the world. It sort of seems a little bit strange because it's such a rational, logical source of information, but I do find it creatively inspiring, and I do find it really important to know what's going on. You know, when I was living at home with my parents, they would always kind of have like the news on the TV in the kitchen, and when I was at university, I was driving a lot, so I would hear it on the radio in the car. But now I bicycle to and from work in LA, and I actually don't really watch TV, save for a good Netflix or HBO Now binge with my little cat Hunter. Today I keep up with the news by subscribing to just a few curated newsletter subscriptions. I love finding out how people get their news, so I thought I'd share with you how I get mine. The first one is the Skimm. So this is a US-focused newsletter that comes out every weekday. It's witty, it's fun, it has great background if you want to read more about things, and I kind of treat it as a bit of my go-to newsletter for just finding out what happened in the last 24 hours. Quartz is a more globally focused newsletter, and you can subscribe by region as well to get a bit more focused on an area if that's what you're interested in. I like this one and read it in tandem with the Skimm because it has a greater volume of stories, again, that more global focus, and the abbreviations of the stories are pretty comprehensive. Like, they really get down to the nuts and bolts fast, and I really like that. Futurism. Now, this newsletter might scare you just a little bit. What it's about is the possibility that science has now and the way that it might affect us in the near future, and not just affect us in an abstract sense, but affect our day-to-day life. And it's just extraordinary to really understand some of the discoveries and possibilities that are happening right now in science. You can subscribe daily or just get a weekly wrap-up, but this one is really fun. Glossy is another one that is a little bit of an industry favorite of mine. It's a fashion tech publication, and what is happening in fashion tech now and in the very near sort of future. I love this because I don't think that fashion and technology are separate disciplines. I believe that they're one, and I think that Glossy is really paving the way for having that conversation. And last but not least, the business of fashion. So again, this is particular to people in fashion or retail. What I love about this newsletter is that it is all about the business that happens behind those fashion labels that we all love and wear. It's really cool because it covers things from like business models, what's happening in retail, creative approach to things, who's being funded, who's selling, all of that kind of stuff. And it's a simple newsletter to subscribe to, a couple of stories every single day. They're often breaking news stories as well, so you'll hear about things ahead, you'll be amongst the first to hear about them, and I really enjoy this read. These are my top reads, and like I said, I love getting onto news sources, so please put into the comments any of the news sources that you love subscribing to and a little bit of a description about them so we can all share and kind of learn some new stuff. Pop those into the comments, I'd love to see them. I hope everything is going really well in your world, and don't forget, do everything before you're ready. Bye.